Hey, welcome to the channel. This is MattCam89, and we have a video games monthly mystery unboxing. Came in rather quickly this month. And this box, honestly, was a little strange. So, I received the package, and obviously this was in it, but it also had a game on top of the package as well. So, I'm kind of interested to know the story behind it. Now, I only get the 5 games a month package. Um, so we'll see. Maybe I got some 1-ups or 2-ups or something like that, and maybe they couldn't fit everything in here. We will find out. Or for some other reason. It's not like I missed a game a previous month or something. So let's get into this box and find out what's up. So I'll start obviously with the game that came in the package. It seems like a pretty cool game, and that is Final Fantasy X2, and it's complete in box. The case itself is in great condition, as well as the manual, and this seems to be in great condition as well. I haven't played too many Final Fantasy games, to be honest. Um, I played a lot of Final Fantasy VII back in the day, dabbled a little bit in some of the Super Nintendo ones, but I was never big into Final Fantasy. But I'd like to change that at some point. I would love to actually get into these games here. It does have a price sticker on there, $15. I'm not sure if that's what they were selling it for, or just happened to be a sticker that they got the game on, that the game came with when they picked it up. I want to say they have their own store, so not entirely sure how video games monthly operates, but let's get into the actual box itself. We're obviously going to count that. So, like I said, we typically get 5 games a month, but it seems like we may get more than that, or maybe something was just kind of too much for the box. We'll find out here. So, we have our lovely bubble wrap. All right, and the first game looks to be a PlayStation 1 title. It is not in the original jewel case. And if you've been watching my channel for a while now, you know that I'm not a huge stickler for loose disc games, but let's see what this is. This is Saltwater Sport Fishing. So, and it looks like it was from the Movie Gallery, which I believe was like a Blockbuster type chain at some point. You can correct me in the comments, but I don't think where I live there was a movie gallery. We had a Blockbuster and Hollywood Studios. I think it was called Hollywood Video, I think is actually what it was called. I don't. But yeah, saltwater fishing. Probably not my type of game. Maybe I'll pop it in just to check it out, but I'm not sure if that's a game that will stay in the collection. The next one is also a loose disc, but it's a PlayStation 2 title. So far I got PS1, now PS2, and this is Brunswick Pro Bowling. And again, not a game that I'm probably too interested in. Probably not going to stay in the collection. The only bowling game that I really enjoy is Wii Sports Bowling. So this will probably get added to the eBay store, which that has been updated, by the way. You can visit the eBay store. It is Camara 2189. I'll have it in the description. And finally, under that, it looks like we did receive a 2-up. So we'll see. So far, we're at 3 games. Now, my personal experience with these ups is usually it's to make up for some sort of lack in value. So they'll throw in some extra games to build up that value. So right now we're at 3. The next one is an original Xbox title. This is a cool game. I enjoyed this. Do not have it already, so excited to get it. And that is Hitman 2 for the original Xbox. So that's really cool. I do remember playing this. I think I owned it on the PS2 at some point. But always great to get the Xbox versions because they were typically the better version to get. Better graphics, usually ran better. And this one here is in pretty great condition as far as the case goes, as well as a nice thick manual that seems to be in great condition there. So that is Hitman 2 for the original Xbox. So far hitting a bunch of different systems here. We got PS1, PS2, original Xbox, and I can already see a PlayStation 3 title, so that's good. And this is, you know, it's an interesting thing with this game because I don't think this game you can actually play anymore, but it's kind of cool to get it because I actually did want to just get this game kind of for the artwork and just to have it in the collection. And that is DC Universe Online. And I am pretty certain that this game is still playable on the newer consoles, um, last gen plus this gen, and on PC. However, if I remember correctly, they did shut down the PS3 servers for this game, so it is no longer playable. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video just to confirm that. But it is complete in box. There is a little bit of damage on the corner there, which if I can get some spare PS3 cases, maybe I'll swap this out because I do enjoy the artwork and things like that and do enjoy having it in the collection. But like I said, this is a game that you can't play anymore. So that may be why, maybe as they were putting together this box, they realized last minute that, hey, we gave him a game that can't be played anymore. And maybe that's why they threw in Final Fantasy. We'll know once we get the final count. So, like I said, I normally get the 5 games a month plus a 2 up. So we're looking at 7 games total. And right now we're at 5. So we'll see what we end up with and see whether that was the case or not. All right, the next game, also a PS3 title, not a game that I own physically. I do own it digitally. I want to say I got it through the PlayStation premium service at the time when they were giving free games every month. Kind of like what they still do. And that is BioShock Infinite, but it's always great to have the physical versions, especially for the PlayStation 3, because we just don't know what's going to be happening with those servers, how reliable they're going to be. I know they say things like, oh, you'll still be able to download your games afterwards, but, you just never know the situations of how your internet's going to be. Does it take forever? Downloading games on an Xbox 360 nowadays is kind of painfully slow. Looks like it is complete in box and is in relatively good condition here. And it looks like we are down to our last game, so it does look like we have my 5 games plus the 2, so it looks like they just counted the game that isn't actually playable as a playable game, I guess. Or that might be the reason why they gave me a 2 up to begin with, and I'm not sure. All right, the next game is an OG Xbox game. It is a great racing game, and that is Project Gotham Racing. This is the original one, and pretty fun racing game. Owned it back in the day when I was a kid. It is complete in box. This is a pretty common game. I see a lot of people get this game. And yeah, that is the last game. So we got a total of 7 games this month. I think if I had to go with my pick for this month, it would probably be Final Fantasy X2. You let me know in the comment section what your pick for this month was. And a close second, I would probably have to go with Hitman 2 just because of how fun that game is to play. So, what did you think about this month? I should be receiving my Loved Again media box. So, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Make sure you subscribe and put the notification button on so that you can be notified when that video drops. And I'm also working on a GameStop video where For my 10-year anniversary at work, they gave me a bunch of points that I ended up using towards GameStop gift cards, because it worked out to actually give me more money that way. And GameStop is actually having a really good sale at the moment for retro video games, where they're doing buy two get one free on all pre-owned games. So, and their prices are really great right now. Now, the caveat with GameStop is you just never know what condition that you're going to get those games in. But if you're not a huge stickler for that, you can get some great games at a great price, and you're going to see that in an upcoming video. So make sure you are subscribed to see that video. Again, as always, thank you for watching. And as always, God bless and happy gaming.